Welcome to Fox Hope Painting and Gaming. My name is Alex, and today we are painting this figure from the Deep Cuts Pre-Prime D&D line. We'll be using a limited color palette. We'll be using red, mahogany, tan flesh, and ivory, all from the Pro Quill line. The idea of this project is if you are on a limited budget and want to learn how to paint, using a limited color palette and a few brushes is a great way to get going. The reason I chose these four colors is I wanted to do a reddish brown robe, and mahogany with a warm tint works really well with the tan flesh and ivory color, giving me everything I need to paint this miniature. Starting off with the mahogany, I went ahead and base coat the entire robe. And for the most part, if you get on everything else, that's fine. This will be our base color for everything. Our flesh, our beard, of course the robes, the sandals. So it's a good way of just getting everything base coated all at once. Of course, you'll want to apply 2 coats of this so that way you get full coverage. With our base coat applied, we will now move on to the skin tone. The base for the skin is going to be a 1-to-1 mix of the mahogany brown and tan flesh. This will allow us to give us depth for when we use the tan flesh to begin to highlight the face, the hands, and even the feet. Now we mix a little bit of the red into the mahogany brown, and we're going to paint the raised edges of the entire robe, leaving the majority of the mahogany black in the recesses. We will continue to layer up the reddish brown by adding more and more red until you are satisfied with the color of the robes. I did this about 4 times to achieve what I was looking for. With the robes done, I now focus my attention on the skin by using the tan flesh out of the bottle. I highlight the hands, the feet, in between the sandals, and the face. Now, for this step, just take your time. Don't be in a rush. And if you mess up, all you gotta do is go back to your original base coat of mahogany and tan flesh combined and just reapply that and then start over again. For things like his rope on his waist and his sandals, I added the ivory straight to the mahogany to get a different color of brown to make this stand out from the rest of the robes. My first attempt was a little darker than I thought it would be, and so I added more ivory and just went right back over everything. You can play around with this as much as you want. You can make it as light as you want or as dark as you want. To highlight the skin, I add a little bit of ivory to the tan flesh and just pick out the nose, a little bit of his cheeks, the top of his hands, and his forehead, and a little bit on his toes. Now with the model done, all we gotta do is apply a wash over it. We will thin the Agric surf shade down so it does not stain the model, but rather enrich the depths. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. This is the first episode in what hopefully will be a series of how-to videos using the Deep Cuts pre-primed D&D miniatures. I chose these because they're cheap and they come in 2 packs for $5. You have a lot to practice with. And they're not overly detailed. I figured they make great painting exercises. If you like this type of content, go ahead, throw a like and a subscribe. This will tell me that you guys are interested in this kind of material, and I will then produce more. Next week's will be using a executioner from the Deep Cuts Villager set to show you guys how I paint skin tones. Till then, happy wargaming.